if you guys had your own short films,
Yeah.
and you see a talented person post their monologue on Instagram, you believe the person has talent.
Yeah.
Would you give the person a chance, regardless of service?
I wouldn't necessarily give the person a chance unless the person has been tested by somebody else. Now, the reason why I wouldn't give a chance is not because the person is not good or whatever. It's because as an independent filmmaker, I'm using my money.
That's where I'm getting to. So when I said that sometimes you might have to do a couple of free works,
Yeah.
this is where I'm going at. So I started acting through short films. I started some theater in school. I used to act on stage. Stage acting is not the same thing as behind camera acting.
Yeah, of course.
So the first couple of short films I've done are not paid.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean I served. It means that it's called bargaining.
Let me give you an answer to your question.
Yeah.
I feel like, first of all, this whole thing, there is no 1, 2, or 3 ways to go about it.
Yeah.
It's all dependent on how you fix your puzzle. You can still be talented, go to Big Brother, and it works for you. You can still be talented, struggle, and not go to Big Brother or any reality TV show, and it still works for you.
Yeah.
It just depends on your journey in life.
Yeah.
Your story is not the same as mine.
Yeah.
His story is not the same as mine.
Did you have to do any free movies in your early?
A lot.
Did you have to do any free movies? Don't lie.
I've had to.
No.
No?
I've had to do free stuff.
I've had to.
I've had to do free stuff. I've had to take shitty pays. Like, really. In fact, now when I think
Shitty
of
pay,
it,
yes, but then free. No.
Yeah, well, same.
but free
One-on-one.
free for my peers.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
understand? So
yeah.
now I can do exactly.
Yeah, so
the point.
that's what I mean. I feel like if you cannot serve in the
No,
quote
but
unquote.
service or not doesn't necessarily mean you have to work for free.
You know what I'm saying? If you cannot
So-
serve quote unquote, but what I think people can do as opposed to service that will help is if you can, okay, so for example, we are a group of people, you are a producer, I'm a director, I'm good at this, we can come together and make our own short film. So when I want to pitch to somebody, I can show that, okay, this is what I've done. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm serving. It means that I'm creating my own opportunities for myself. So that when I say, oh, I'm an actor, and I say, what have I done? I will not just bring out only monologues.
See, that's the thing. That itself is service.
Service,
Because
okay.
the truth is, service is supposed to have a reward. That's why serving is not bad. It's who you're supposedly serving.
And the motive behind serving.
Because, this industry is a connection-based industry.
Yeah.
Nobody can tell me anything. The day I realized that this industry is a connection-based industry is the day I had gotten casted on set. Bro, and decasted on the day of set just cause of connection.
Yeah.
Like, there are some stories that when I look back and I remember them, it used to off me because I'm like, is it cause I don't know the phone numbers or I don't know this, because I don't go out.
I think it's not even just this industry. In life generally, connection.
No, but like
Connection
it's very specific to this particular
this
industry.
particular industry,
It's
you
very
need
specific
to know.
because your success as in this particular career is dependent on people. It's different if I want to get a job in KPMG and I know the MD and I call the MD and but then in the end when I get into the place, it's my actual skill
that will keep you
auditing that keeps me there. But then this one, someone can just not like you. You're good, you're not good. I just don't like you. Get out.
Yeah.
So serving, I don't feel serving is bad. It depends on who you're serving. Because from service, you don't just gain money, you gain experience. And experience is very key.
Yeah.
Experience is very, because without experience you will mess up.
Yeah.
If you don't have experience and the opportunity comes, you will mess up.
Yeah, but I feel like there should be a place to draw the line. Really.
I mean, the truth is, if you look at the way the world has been since time immemorial, there's always been master and
but like I want it. I need it to be understood that that's not the case with an actor and a producer.
Oh no,
you're not my master. I'm bringing my skills. You said what?
We're colleagues.
Yeah, you bring the. In every situation, in every organization, of course, there's somebody that's in charge of the money. You're the one that commissioned the job, right? So you're the one distributing, right? You're the one distributing the funds and how it goes. But I am doing my goddamn job. And the reason you called me is because I'm good. So don't come and make it look like I have to suck your dick. I don't fucking have to suck your dick, bro. Like I don't. And then the moment you don't suck these dicks, you're seen as a rude.
I think is the entertainment industry in general. I think this is modeling.
all of them.
Every single aspect of it.
The acting is obviously just
And it's
one
crazy.
aspect
Yeah,
of it,
it's
but it's just
crazy.
very ridiculous. And
It's crazy.
I've told myself like, look, as many people as I can tell and pass this information across. Nobody fucking has your career in their hands.
Yeah.
Like we're past that. stupid
Bring
era.
a beat. This guy wants to rap. Bring beats.
We're
What's going on?
done with that rubbish era. Last,
Yeah.
I'll shoot my. You tell all your friends that this guy is difficult. This guy. Tell all of them. They should not shoot me. Put me in the.
And the thing is that when you have
myself.
when you have like strong values and morals and you don't budge,
Yeah.
they begin to say, oh, this person is proud. We're going
Yeah.
to show you Pepe.
Imagine one thing. One thing is emotional intelligence, right?
Bruh.
Helps you to work with, because the truth is there are always difficult people in life.
Yeah.
No, but
But there's some people that
believe me,
extra.
see, they're extra difficult people. They're difficult, like they don't even understand why they're so difficult. And the funny thing is, as if when you think you've met a difficult person, you will go forward in life and you see one worse than.
Let me tell you something very stupid. That doesn't make sense.
Okay.
You're on a set. You wake up by 6 in the morning. You wake up by 5:30 in the morning because you have to be on set by 6. You finish at sometimes 12, sometimes 2 a.m.
True.
Yeah.
The agreement is that they feed you only morning and afternoon, no night food. But I'm shooting till 2.
Wow.
And then I'm not done. And then the next morning comes. The call time is 6:30 a.m.
No, that's.
I'm not done.
That's bad.
I mean, we're in a place where I can't just step out and say I want to go to one eatery.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I cannot just. So if I finish around 2, I can't just say I just want to go somewhere.
Yeah.
I have to wait. Finishing by 2, that means I'm going to go and cook for me to eat. And then if I finish by 2 a.m., I'm cooking till what? Let's say if it's only Indomie, say it will take 30 minutes because I need to balance and do shit. After eating my Indomie, I start to sit down for a bit. That's 3 o'clock. I start to sit down so because my food can digest, and then I sleep from 3 to 6, and then 6 in the morning comes and I'm finding it difficult to wake up, and then you end up coming to set late, a bit late, maybe like by 20 minutes, and then they want to serve you bullshit like, oh, you shouldn't have done that, there will be disciplinary action. Are you mad?
When you get me to 2 a.m.,
Do you
no
understand?
disciplinary action.
Do you get what kind of
Okay, so
stupid
I kind of
disciplinary
get his
action
point.
is that?
His point.
So those are the problems I have. I'm listening
Like
to
your
you.
point is, I'm doing my job.
Treat me
Under
like a-
normal circumstance, I'm doing my job. But it almost looks as if
You want to
when you mess up, it's cool.
But then
But when I mess up, it's a very big
I've done
problem.
rubbish.
And that's actually what a lot of people
That's the
face.
whole of Nollywood.
Because the funny
Literally.
thing is, even the producers have to answer to the executive producers.
Yeah.
So if things are not going well, the producer is in one meeting with the EPs. Do you understand? I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm not trying to defend anybody.
No, I get your
Do you
point.
understand? So what I'm saying is, this thing is like a chain.
But you see, my problem is that I feel like they always shoot themselves. Nigerians generally, they are very short-sighted in their way of thinking.
But originally he said he was about to say something very stupid. So let's assume that.
They're very short-sighted in their way of thinking. They're always about the, what can I get sharp now, which is fine. Of course, you need money. But then if you think long-term, trust me, you're going to achieve more.
True.
It's going to take you a while, but then you're going to achieve more. Imagine a situation where you know you need 20 actors and 20 crew members, and then maybe like a company comes to your production team and says, oh, this is what I need, and then another company went to that same executive producer and said he can do it for 200 million naira for a month. That's the budget. But because you want to take that job from that person, you now say, no, I can do it for 50 million. So you remove 150 million because you want to prove a point. Then the people that you now employ are now the ones that are suffering for it.
Yeah.
So if I fucking bash you, bro, go back there because that is your fault.
Because somebody said to me,
It's your fault.
If you are looking for money, then if you want to follow your passion, go to Nollywood. If you're looking for solely money,
don't forget it.
Don't branch.
Because they'll literally sell themselves short, and then when they sell themselves short, they still make money because they're still going to cut that sold short.
Yeah.
And that's what you are going to share. They will not carry the rest and building a house.
And buying cars
and shit, and then and you know the problem I have is that you're putting the actor's face out there, and you don't want to pay for it. Do you know what being popular comes with?
Yeah,
I can't go out. You can't go out and just be yourself.
Bro,
now,
you have to go what to wear, so they will not drag you.
Let me tell the
Yes.
story here.
And you can't even afford
this
good
was my
clothes.
first
The fuck?
ever introduction to that feeling where you walk on the road and nobody knows me before that. Like, I don't care, nobody knows me. I'm on the road, I'm eating agbado and coconut, I'm walking on the road.
That come you, eh?
Bro, Schooled came out. I'm still like, is that not really this? I didn't know how far YouTube or how powerful YouTube can be. That somebody in Oyingbo. So I was going through Oyingbo that day. All I had on was a nose mask. So I had a nose mask on because I was still trying to cover I forgot my cap and my glasses. My default setting, if I'm going to trek on the road, cap, glasses, nose mask. So that day I just had only nose mask. I'm like, it's Oyingbo. Who wants to? If I was probably on the island now where I know people have time to watch, I was walking on the road and guy, not one, not two, not three. You know this Ayobami guy. You know, I'm like, God.
That's crazy.
Agba, best in popularity.
Bro.
It's actually very crazy.
It is so embarrassing.
Do you get?
You're like, God, I'm not even properly dressed. I'm on Oyingbo.
You just want to be normal.
Do you understand?
I don't want to be normal though.
No. You want to, when I say normal, if the money was coming, I'll still be normal.
Yeah, if you want to come, you don't even be trekking.
That's the point I'm trying
Because
to
you're putting my face out there, you're making me popular,
You're
but I
not
don't have the
paying for it
resources.
to sustain the life that you're putting me on.
Guy, that's sustaining the life thing.
It's crazy. And then when I even say sustaining, I'm not trying to do too much. I'm not trying to go to the club and pop bottles.
Yes,
just
basic
basic.
things.
Come on now, I don't have to stress
that's
myself.
a crazy part.
It's ridiculous. And
so
then
crazy.
and then unfortunately Nigeria is a country where people are poor. So
And
in
there
most
is no
cases,
dignity of labor.
yeah, and in most cases I can't really blame some of the actors when they take some ridiculous things because you have to pay bills last in the end, regardless of what it is. It's not coming from somewhere. It's not coming from anywhere. But then again, some things should just still not be taken. Do you understand?
Do you know my new mantra?
Yeah.
And it's personal for me. Nobody has to follow it. Please.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people should have hunger, but then I've noticed that the more you take shitty jobs,
It will
the
keep
more they
coming
offer
now.
you shitty
Yes,
jobs.
now.
So I told myself, I'd rather be hungry. than
Do you
take certain
understand?
deals. Because
Especially
they will not start telling people that
she will
just
take it
talk
now.
to me. She will take
It's
just
okay.
talk to her. So the more you take shitty jobs, the more shitty jobs will come
I
because
swear.
they will refer you with that energy.
Yeah.
So charge with your full chest.
Do you
today.
get? And don't be scared, especially if you are young, and your parents are still, taking care of you.
Yes.
At least you have something to fall back on. Last, you will not get the money you want to get from your parents. You won't get as much, but then you still have something.
You'll not
You have a
suffer.
house that you can
Yeah.
sleep. You have food that you still eat when you get home. Your mommy cooks rice. It's different from when you are staying alone. You're already mature. You have your wife and stuff. That one you are kind of put to a corner, so you don't really have a choice. But then, as if you are young, please fucking charge them like man.
And try to get multiple sources of income, because like if you
Yeah.
depend on solely one thing, no, it's the truth. If you depend on one thing,
Yeah.
you get desperate to
And
take
you do
certain
some-
jobs.
yeah.
But if you say, okay, this one was not okay, I have
You
something
can
to
still
fall back
turn
on.
some
So let me
shit
tell
down.
you, and that's the truth of this. Not just acting.
Generally,
if you
that's-
have one source of income, you get desperate at some points. So have multiple sources that when they bring this job, you say, if I don't take this job, will I starve? Even if I starve, I have 50K is coming in from somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we've come to an end. We have to come to an end of this episode. What's that saying of do not judge the book by the cover? These guys had cute, innocent faces. If anybody would tell me that the table will break, like it will scatter today, this is an earthquake. This
The
guys,
table has not broken, Sha, but
this
okay.
was so personal. But yeah, I'm very happy that I gave them the privilege to get stuff off their chests. So now they've gotten stuff.
We cracked the table, we didn't break it yet.
Do you get? I was about to jump on it, but there's no time.
But yeah, next episode, come back for more diss track. See you on the next episode of Melanin News Podcast. Subscribe, follow us on all social media platforms. Paul Nadiekwe, Falaremi, and Lovely Simi. See you guys on the next episode.